The Eagle, One Call Away. One of my favorite songs. I think Charlie Puth's a pretty good artist. What do you think, Tony Mosley?
I don't really know the guy, but I was thinking to myself, oh, what if they blocked you? Then you got to call somebody else to call them to unblock you. So you're 2 calls away.
Damn.
I was thinking about that.
Damn,
I was thinking about
that's
that.
hilarious, bro. And now you just sent me off on a tangent. You remember Star 67 back in the day?
Absolutely.
We're like, you don't?
No, I don't even know what Star.
Somebody called you and you could hit Star 67.
Yeah, Star 67 to know what the call was.
Yeah,
okay, who called me? Yeah, before call ID.
Crazy.
I do remember those days, before call ID.
Yeah, before caller ID,
Yeah,
man.
and you had the little boy that hook up to the phone and then had the caller ID on the side.
Yeah,
right.
The answer machine too.
Yeah,
I remember. Oh, matter of fact, I do remember.
Yeah,
that.
because caller ID wasn't on the phone yet. It was on the side. We had to put it on there. We had the cord phone.
Taking me back to AOL, bro.
Right.
Bro, I had one of those rotated phones, like the wow.
Oh yeah, we still have one in the basement. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Easy, man. Goodness gracious. I remember my dad's first cell phone, car phone, dude. That thing was a box, bro.
Oh, no,
the size of this book right here, man.
I don't remember seeing a cell phone.
Like, crazy, really? Alright, so anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about, but that was a little trip down memory lane on your Monday morning. Memory Monday. Alright, so we got about 9 minutes, 8.25 minutes, whatever, man. And so let's move right into the next topic. Last break we talked about inspiration versus empowerment. To be inspired versus to be empowered, and how, you know, ideally you would want a good mixture of both, like we would.
Right.
So now let's talk about work ethic a little bit. Work ethic, from your perspective, is it something nurtured or is it something nature?
Nurtured. Right? Definitely nurtured, because
you don't think there's something in the gene pool that just makes some people like work harder than others?
I think it's based upon how we're raised, or how you know how the kid is like, nope, can't go outside till you do this. Nope, can't go outside till you do this. Nope, make sure you do your chores. Nope, gotta do this, gotta do that. Now you can get what you want. Now you only might have an hour, but you're gonna savor that hour.
Sure.
You're gonna do everything you gotta do in that hour, right? So definitely, I think it's something that you can teach yourself each and every single day.
Yeah.
Wake up and make your bed. Yeah. First thing in the morning when you wake up, make your bed. It's as simple as it is.
You know what?
Shout out to Rapina who told me that.
Really? So it's interesting because I read a Navy SEAL commander's notes on success not long ago, and the very first one was make your bed every morning.
Right. That's what he said. He got it from a SEAL. He said I think he went to a conference or something. When he met him, he just said it. And he said, I woke up this morning. It starts every single day. I just make my bed.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, that's
so
how
that's
simple.
The first step, right?
That's as simple as.
And then
it
what?
is.
Little. You. What'd you say earlier? Little wins.
Yeah, small wins build momentum.
There you
right.
Go.
So people say, okay, gotta do a little something here. Gotta do a little something there. Okay, boom, can do this here today. Do that here today. But you don't realize when you're doing that, you're building up your work ethic.
It's that snowball effect.
You know, it's that snowball effect. But if you believe that you're just not born with it, then you'll never have it. But once you realize that, yo, I'm in complete control of my life. That's why I tell myself that every morning. I'm in complete control of my life. I'm in complete control of everything I do and everything I think about.
True.
When you realize it goes into every single choice you make, coffee over water. It goes to every single choice, green tea or juice, orange or chicken. You know what I'm saying? It goes into every single.
But I want both.
Yeah,
I want my cake.
You can do.
What's the point of having cake if you can't eat?
You know what I'm saying? But it's having a slice of cake.
Yeah.
Or taking that regular piece you get and cut it in half.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And split that one. You feel me?
I got you. You want to move in whatever direction your goals are. Like that.
Right. Exactly. Look you have to tell yourself what you got. First, you got to figure out what you want to do.
End goal in mind. With every decision.
Start with the end in mind with every decision, because once you realize what you're making that decision and it's not helping you at the end of the day, watching that cartoon is Dragon Ball Z is not going to help you out. It's not going to make you sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was thinking about Dragon Ball Z. I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's power in my words. I call it a Super Saiyan.
So you have to realize that it goes into, you know what I'm saying, the Game of Thrones is really not going to help you. It's not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Now, after your day and you've worked everything, and after you made your to-do list, and that's the first thing you should do. If you make a to-do list and you can knock out 3 or 4 things, you know what I'm saying, and leave one off and leave 2 off, you feel way better.
See that
way better. You know what I'm saying? So our phones are so. We could utilize so well, because especially on the iPhone, right? You have reminders and lists, right? You can go in there, boom, okay, remind me of this at this time. Okay, cool. I gotta go to the store later. Let me make a list. Let me get all this stuff down. Boom. I'm using the Google Calendar now. I have this in my calendar every Monday. I have my work scheduled every Monday. When I'm going to work out, scheduled. You know what I'm saying? I have it. I have it all there. So something comes up. Boom. So my schedule. What I gotta do. Boom. I gotta do this. Boom. I gotta do that. And I feel way better by myself than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and so comes back to something we were talking about off mic, right? Like, you got to pick a struggle. Here's the thing. Like, you have to struggle. Like, you have to be moving, right? You have to move, man, right? If you have any hopes of steering, like I've heard this analogy a lot of times, but it's easier to steer a ship that's moving as opposed to a ship that's at a standstill, right? And I mean, that's a fact, bro. Before I left TR, I did one of the things I always wanted to do, and I drove that ship. Well, I steered it, right? I worked the helm, and it was a very cool experience. But I worked it on a slow night, like we were moving pretty slow, and it was a lot harder. Like I was like, overcorrect. Okay, I gotta come back a little bit because it takes so long to move it to that course you want to get on, right? So
now, depending on how big the ship,
but now aircraft carrier, right? So then. The faster though that it was moving, like as we got up in knots, you know what I mean, it was a lot easier to steer. It would come to course faster, right? You know what I mean?
Now, so imagine if it was a frigate. Imagine if it was a destroyer, right? Sure. On a slow night, it wouldn't take that long to turn, right? But depending how big your dream is,
listen to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Look what you did, man.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on how big your dream is, it really depends on how fast you're moving. And if you're at a standstill, if you haven't done anything about it over the past month, when you want to make that first step, of course it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
You just can't turn left and the engines ain't on.
All of a sudden.
They ain't going, you know what I'm saying? You got to turn the engines on first. You have to actually be moving in that direction. Yeah. And then once you want to turn right, okay, cool. It might take a little while, but you're going to get there. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go from Japan to Australia in a day. It's just not going to happen.
So there's a guy here. Many people know him. The other guy used to work the morning show. And one of the things he says, don't let the speed bumps flatten your tires. And it reminds me of a book I read called The Bumps Are What We Climb On, right? So here's another thing, right? Because what causes that ship to stop? Where do we hit the brakes? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's good to maybe pause, reflect, reevaluate sometimes. But Ben Franklin said that, you know, the man who does may make many mistakes, but never makes the worst mistake of all, which is doing nothing.
Right.
You know
Thomas Edison, 1,000 tries.
There you go.
Light bulb on 1,001.
Goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But he was building and he was learning every single step of the way.
True.
That's what people forget. Like, he tried, and he was trying, and he was trying, and he failed, and he failed, and he failed. But he learned along the way. And if he would have stopped, I don't even know how I'd be talking to you right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We chatting in the dark, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So I do get what you're saying. And another, I mean, but don't get this the wrong way either, man. Because as you said, there's a difference between inspiration and empowerment. So I don't want people out there to get the wrong idea and feel like they gotta be on fire and they gotta go get SEAL and they gotta do something and not really know. Like, there is a point too where contentment is bliss. It's beautiful. Like, to be able to be content with who you are, where you're at, and know what gets you motivated, what gets you inspired.
Everybody is born to be a millionaire. Sure. Everybody is not born to be a millionaire. Let's be real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some people love this and they can do it all day long.
I got no desire to be a millionaire, in fact.
You know what I'm saying? and that's okay. I can make $50,000 a year and I can be so happy with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? With what I'm doing. But what happens is I'm angry at the people who don't like what they're doing, but they keep doing it and not doing anything to change it.
Sure. Well, you know what, man? Don't be angry. I mean,
I'm upset because I just want you to be. I'm compassionate. That's who I'm talking to right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, this has been an hour with Coach Tony Mosley. This is our second show. There you go.
Power hour.
We'll call it that. Here's your news, Sigonella. We'll see you next week. He'll see you next week. I'll see you next hour.